morning, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm here for hashtag Christmas Extravaganza 2025, which is being hosted by our good friends KK and Christian at KK Crochet. Now, today's item I've done using a pattern that I found on Ravelry. It takes you to the lady's website, and it's a cake frill, Christmas cake frill. Now, I don't know if this is actually just a British thing, an English thing or whatever, but when I was younger we always put cake frills on our Christmas cakes. It's something that I don't do now because I don't make my own cakes anymore for Christmas because I eat too many of them. So what I do is at Christmas I buy a little commercial Christmas cake, a small one. It does come with a frill on it when I buy it, but like I say, don't do it myself. And that's just so that it limits the amount that I actually eat. Now, like I say, I don't know if Christmas fruit cake is something that's consumed in other countries. I don't really know. So I've made this one based on this pattern. Now, like I say, I found it on Ravelry, and it's a free pattern, and it's by Crochet and Create, and it's really it's a lovely pattern. And I've noticed she does, well, I don't know if it's a she or it's a they, if it's a company, I don't know, but there's lots of other free patterns on here, and like I say, I would recommend it. So it's this one here, so it's a Crochet and Create. And I'll just scroll up, just bear with me, see if I can get to hold it right. So that's the frill. Now, if you do it in the yarn that's suggested here, which is Stylecraft Special DK, it comes out, I think it said 18 inches long. So you'd have to adjust it, so it fastens with a button. You'd have to adjust it for the size of cake that you do if you make your own. But I'll show you mine. So this is my finished one. I've used cotton. It doesn't seem right using acrylic to put on around a food item. What I've done is, because I used a combination of DK cotton and that white that's slightly thinner than a DK, so I used the mixture of the two yarns, which worked out perfectly well. I used the 3.5 hook, which the thinner yarn requires a 3.25 and a DK requires a 4, so I just averaged it out between, and I used and like I say, I just winged it because I knew that this probably wouldn't fit any cake of mine, you know. Just to literally show you what it would look like. Because that white yarn's a little bit thinner, I put an extra 2 rows. It's done in singles or doubles in the UK, and I put an extra 2 rows in of half doubles or half trebles in the UK, either side of the middle 2 rows that's in red. So just to give it a bit more depth, because it's a thinner yarn, but it works out fine. The button I've put on is just one of my fancy round ones that looked right with the colours, really. It's perfect. I mean, like, it would look nice on a cake, I must admit. You just do a loop to fasten around the button. What I'm going to use it for, I'm going to see if anybody does do a cake and see if it'll fit round the cake that they do. If it does, or just needs adjusting slightly, they can move the button. You know, you can move it inwards and make it a little bit tighter. But yeah, I think that's a super duper item. Looks really neat finished. I really like it. So yeah, like I said, tell me if it's something that you have in other countries. I don't know whether Christmas cake does actually, is eaten around the world. Anyway, so that's that one. Now, I went to meet my old work friends from civil service days, I have a lot of ex-civil service friends, but this is a team that we worked on, and we've stayed in touch throughout, and we even before we finished, you know, working there, when we moved on to other sections and what have you, we stayed in touch, and we're good friends. And it was one of the ladies' 80th birthdays, so we'd bought her a gift card, because obviously there's not a lot you want really at 80, but she does like a nice creams and potions, and you know, nice makeup, so we got her a Boots gift card. And just at the last minute on Saturday morning, if I'd have thought on, I could have done a fancy one, but like I say, we were meeting at 12, and I just decided at 10 o'clock I ought to make something to put it in. So I made a little pouch with a cat button, because she likes cats. I'll put a picture in if I can think on, and just give her the gift card in its little pouch inside that, so it's like a square item that you needed the pouch for. Anyway, everybody absolutely loved it, so I've now got a load of orders to make Christmas gift card holders. So I've been doing that, so I'll probably have a few to show you tomorrow that I'd make, because they are quick to make up. So I'll put that in. So it's you know, you make one thing, don't you, for a specific purpose, and then people jump on it, which is a good thing, because, like, you know, like I like doing like little like quick makes like that anyway. So I might have a few of them to show you tomorrow. That's not really anything to do, you know, with the pattern I found, because one of them I adapted, the one I did on Saturday, I adapted the pattern that I'd got off and made it a flap over one, so I could put the cat button on to make it a birthday item. And if I'd had time, I was going to crochet a little flower to put on it as well, but I just ran out of time. So sorry, I'm slurping. But yeah, so so it looks like all my life is going to be taken up now with doing hats for the Bumblebee Mountain Outreach, and for the Christmas little gift card holders. Anyway, that's me done. We've had a good weekend. We saw Brian yesterday. You're on good form actually, and he had a good lunch with us, and a massive bowl of jam roly-poly and custard, which is like his favourite dessert, and they had it on the menu, and because it's Brian, they always bring him extra. So he had a massive bowl of it, and he ate it all. It was, you know, I like to see him eat well. So anyway, that's diversifying from Christmas extravaganza. So I will be back tomorrow, hopefully, with a load of gift card holders. Happy crafting, everybody. See you tomorrow.